Hello, and welcome to JadeCon Gaming Presents the Observatory. My name is Bob, and this is the 49th session of the Shadow Kingdom 5th Edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign. I'm joined here with Austin as Mary, Ryan as Mother June, Adam as Dr. Richter, or are you Wolf?
I'm probably Wolfgang right now because I think we just finished the morning meeting and I've been wasting spell slots to do that.
And Maribel. We are gonna hop in right after the morning meeting. I gave you guys your money, yes?
Yes, we got money. We got like 1,200?
Yes.
And then I took 100 out.
Yeah, we each took 100 out.
Yeah, because it was $11.50 for the gambling, and then 50 gold from the queer house.
From our gardening.
The gilded
garden. That's our garden fund. We must have a garden somewhere. It's completely innocent.
We're making money off flowers.
Yeah, it's off flowers, exactly.
Okay, so bar.
Yep.
I assume. Mother June, what you up to this fine day? Now that the morning meeting is over.
Let's see. So it's Monday.
Monday.
Okay. Let's see. We got to figure out what we're going to do about the Balanced Blades area, and also figure out what kind of areas were next to the slums. I'm gonna go and grab Fleetfoot and some of my church boys, and we're gonna go do some more proselytizing and clean up in the slums. But I'm also gonna make sure to go and check the borders of the slums so I can get familiar with what areas are next to it.
Okay. So proselytizing and doing border stuff, and are you actually cleaning, or are you working on getting it all cleaned up?
Yeah, let's say we'll be.
Or are you convincing other people to start cleaning? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to spend time proselytizing, because now that this area is basically free of the enemy gang that was preventing us from doing anything, I can actually reach a lot more people.
Yep, you don't have to quietly declare your deity. You can be more open about it. No stealth proselytizing.
Yeah, no more stealth proselytizing, so I'm going to try to gather up as many people, and then I'm going to organize them into taking the streets back, both in cleaning them up and taking care of problem actors.
Alright, sounds good. Excuse me.
Do we have the plan that we're going into Balanced Blades today, or am I just on my own?
I was going to go do some spying, but I don't have any active thing I'm going to do there.
Okay. Are you planning just to go solo animal self kind of thing, or?
That was the plan.
Okay, well then I won't interrupt that.
It's like, just in case you can go and sit in the bar and be covered and try to learn stuff that way, unless you have a better plan and work on your science or magic.
I like the idea of just sitting in that bar too often.
Just become a regular?
Yes, I don't like that. Furthermore, I feel like keenly our primary goal is, I mean, we know that they're in control. Who else runs things over there?
Okay, you can do that. I'll try to learn more about their higher-ups or any secrets I can get out of the building besides the basement.
Okay, so you're hanging out there.
Mm-hmm.
I go to do my research then. Because that is not the goal.
Okay, cool.
Do I, as a character, know which of my skills I am doing better at?
They're actually relatively even.
Okay.
You feel like you might need a little bit less research into medical, but it's about the same.
Okay. Oh well. I will 23 my Arcana. And
Whoops.
8 my medicine.
Just 8.
Just 8.
He's full.
You feel like you're pretty close. Maybe 1 or 2 more days research on Arcana. Your medicine, you didn't make much progress.
No, I didn't make much progress
most
today.
of the day working on your Arcana.
I had a
research.
vision about what was going on with Arcana, so I knew there.
Mm.
There should be cough drops if you want one around there. You can always grab those. I have
No,
the
your cough drops are nasty.
They're honey lemon.
They're halls.
As opposed to
Coldies, the superior cough drop.
I've never heard of that.
generic brand Walmart or Walgreens cough drops.
I do not know that.
I have some of
brand.
those too.
I grab a bag and I go.
I've seen one with a cherry on it.
Yeah, I try to avoid those. Those are nasty.
Okay.
But yeah, I do think I've
I
seen
wasn't
that
coughing bad
lemon
until I
one.
came here. Like, I was barely
Nope.
coughing today at all.
No, we hung out and we talked for like 20 minutes before we gamed, and you weren't coughing that entire time. It really wasn't until we turned on the camera.
I don't know.
You're allergic to fame.
Typical.
I think I caught my reflection. I'm
Yeah,
allergic to good looks.
Fame and adoration.
Okay. Good lord. This is outrageous, and I'm unhappy with it. So, little bunny Foo-Foo is hopping through the blades. What you doing?
Yes. Go over to the territory, get within a couple blocks of the bar, transform into a cat. Gonna go sit on a windowsill or something and
Seal?
seal.
Yes, the seals at
The
the window.
windows. Yes, those seals that hang out by the windows.
They love cats. Fast friends.
Gonna just lay down like I'm asleep, and I'm going to summon familiar with my other wild shape, a small spider.
Okay. And
Gonna
it sat down beside her?
But then it crawls down the wall, and I'm gonna have it go in the building, see if these guys are super murdery. But I'm gonna have it try to stealth.
Super murdery doesn't apply to spiders.
I don't know.
Otherwise, you're trying to call me super murdery, and I don't take kindly to that.
Or you super murdery, Alan.
Apparently.
Killing God's holy creatures.
No.
Yes, I can see through its eyes and command it telepathically because it's familiar right now.
Up to 100 feet, right?
I can resummon
If it as the familiar spell, you can see through its eyes as far as you'd like, but only command it at up to 100 feet.
Okay.
distance.
Yeah, but I don't think the bar was a couple hundred feet wide.
Like you can send it orders,
Yeah.
and then it will move outside that range, and you can still see and hear,
Yeah.
but you can't send it any more orders.
Yeah, it's intelligent and a fae, not actually a spider. And I'll just have
Well,
it.
it's a familiar.
Yeah.
That's how familiars do, unless there's something specifically different.
No,
No.
well, only that it lasts like an hour is my only thing.
Doesn't it last as long as your wild shape?
No, it uses a wild shape. It lasts for an hour.
Disappears after a number of hours equal to half your druid level.
Yep, same as your wild shape.
Okay, so 3. So yeah, I just give it the commands of it's going to go exploring hiddenly, and to every half hour come back within range to give it new commands.
Okay, and you're aware that as a cat, your senses are completely gone.
Yeah, that's why I'm
It's
just
just through the
pretending to be a
spiders.
sleeping cat on a windowsill.
Okay.
Or an alley, or wherever's
No,
convenient where a
it's
cat
just
lays.
seal.
Yeah.
Window seal.
He likes to make fun of your pronunciation. He's teasing you because he's a bully.
I found
Is that word pronounced different than that?
So,
Sill?
Oh, sill. I didn't know that. That's a windowsill.
no. That's the
Seal
stuff
of
that
the
goes
window.
around it to make sure that it's airtight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
I did
sill.
not realize it was a sill.
Yeah, so
Just using the wrong word.
yep.
this thing
You,
The more you know.
You were right to make fun of me. Is that not what that word means?
It's like, that's weird.
Is different.
Okay, so he's going sneaky boy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I need a stealth check. He gets +4 because he has a spider.
So, does he just get stepped on immediately?
Are
there,
ahead.
in fact, murdering
Go
murder?
ahead and roll another d20.
It's a 6.
Yeah, he got stepped on. You rolled the attack against your own spider.
Man, they have... Well, it's only probably AC like 10, so...
AC's 12.
They have a +6 to attack. Impressive.
Oh, 6. Sorry. I saw 9.
Oh.
Spider is fine.
Oh.
You may attempt to scuttle and stealth again.
He runs away! Yeah, 16 +4, so...
20. There you go. Stealthy boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so... my commands are... 1, we've been to this building a couple times. Does it have an upper story? Or is it just one story with the bar and then the basement?
It's one story with bar and basement.
Okay. I'll have him go into the back rooms to see if anyone... And if people are talking, hang out, listen. If not, just...
It's a bar. There's a lot of people talking.
In a back room, as in someone's
Oh.
having a meeting back there and talking business.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and get a perception, which is wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a +0.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't find out any information.
And is that per day or per hour or like 3 hours or
That's
just...
Would you like to roll a -5 investigation with your spider?
Sure.
Much better.
Yeah, 13.
Okay, he goes through all the rooms,
Uh-huh.
and there's definitely rooms where people are hanging out and talking. But the spider is easily distracted and moves on. Doesn't really catch information so much as you now are aware that there is places in the back that people talk.
Okay, that's good. And then I guess I'll send them to the basement.
Okay. Scuttle.
Come on, that's 20. Look for... Well, no. Just look, are there people in prison currently?
Okay, so he's going to try and check under the doors?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
They're pitch black in there. Usually they didn't keep the lights on, so...
They're anti-magic.
Oh. Wow. With my 13 intelligence, would I
you
remember
there?
that? Yeah, I was there for the raid.
Yeah, you would... You didn't actually examine the doors.
Is he smart enough to assess that the reason this super mage guy didn't leave on his own is because it's anti-magic?
That's fair. Go ahead and roll a wisdom check.
I think that's the reason I know.
9! Wisdom. Well, after the first spider disappears, I'll know better tomorrow.
I think the bigger issue is outside of 100 feet.
Well, I'm looking through its eyes. So
yeah.
walks
It's,
in and
no.
poops.
The changing the orders.
Oh.
It's outside of
You
100
realize
feet.
after you've sent
Yeah,
him in there.
you've sent him in, and as he's walking down, you're like, oh no.
Oh, I didn't think I realized.
No, you realize.
Oh, okay.
It's
Just too late.
Too late.
And is that only on the individual cells themselves, or just the basement door, or
The
basement?
cells.
Okay.
He didn't poof until he snuck underneath the cell door and then disappeared.
Okay. Yeah. Wander on back, so I can only do that once a day.
Just oops.
Hey,
Along came a spider.
still way...
You know what? Let's consider that a win. You didn't turn into a spider and go check yourself and anti-magic and become yourself stuck in that
He
cell.
wouldn't have.
Oh.
Druid shape-shifting is not a magical thing.
Okay.
I disagree with your assessment on that.
I've changed my mind a few times on that.
Okay. Well,
It really depends on the
whenever
world.
you go back to it being magical, I disagree.
It's a completely
Just be aware that
natural talent that they turn into animals.
Yeah.
there's a magical element, but once they are the animal, they can't be. The magic no longer affects them thusly.
I like the idea that they can't be. If they're that, they can't become not the animal.
Yeah, if they got stuck in an anti-magic field, they couldn't switch back.
And that gets our animal story where the dude becomes the raven and a bird and becomes stuck that way.
I sit there late as a cat for an hour. Try again. Evidently, I can regain wild shapes as a short rest.
Yeah.
I'd been thinking it was long rest this entire time.
No. Wild shape short rest.
Yeah.
Druid's super powerful. Best class.
Yeah, so hang out just alley cat and take a rest, and now I have 2 wild shapes. Because I can stack them.
Yep.
And they last more than short rests.
Yep.
And, okay.
No. Druids are best class. You can't convince me otherwise. They can do anything you can do better.
Yeah, no. By level 4...
anything you can do better than...
Yeah, I'll send it back in and, I'm just going to use it to completely map and memorize the building today.
Okay. New spider. New stealth check.
12 plus 4, 16.
Okay. That's good enough not to be noticed.
For a little spider.
A very sticky spider.
Did you get it?
So yeah, that's why I spend the rest of my day. It's just slowly mapping out the building and all the rooms and the basement and all that.
Nick, I spend my time mapping things.
It is something I can do without taking a check more often than not. And it is useful. That way I can know where to send the spider for spying and maybe know other secrets of the place.
I'm not really making you do a check on this is you're literally spending 8 hours mapping out a bar that you've been in. So
I've been in like almost all the rooms. Like there's been one locked door I haven't gone into.
Remember, there was that high-level guy who got lost.
He was.
You are avoiding his mistakes.
He was unaware of the layout and got zero information from anyone.
And now, Maribel is making sure she does not fall into the same camp.
Couldn't see because of someone casting blinding spells all over the place.
Well, Maribel could probably make it through with the blinding spells.
And that's why there's a map.
And it's like, you can map the bar, but it's probably better to map the areas where these people actually go to bed.
Well, I can do that on next day's stuff.
Okay. So that's you. Yeah, that's you. And now we can go to Mary.
Yep.
What you up to?
Nothing special.
Your long rest has ended.
Hooray.
You now have things that you can do.
I mean, not really. I mean, I could do a lot of things, obviously.
You can go show us up by figuring out who the other leaders are. And
No, if we want Mary to do stuff, we have to assign stuff to him at the morning meeting. Otherwise, he's going to go drink.
I'm going to go and reconnoiter our own businesses and ensure morale is high.
I'll count it.
I'm keeping an eye on our people. Making sure there's no discontent.
I'm one of the everymen. I'm in a power of leadership and come down to the bar with you. Doesn't he know that makes us uncomfortable and all act on our best behavior when he's around? No, I think he thinks it's making us better.
And it's like, please no. I was the boss until I started making fart jokes. And now he's like, oh, okay. It's all good. It's all good. Throw a dad, I'm hungry. Hi, hungry, I'm dad up in the sky.
Do your famous rendition
Go
of...
ahead and just give me a straight charisma check. Like, not persuasion, not just a straight charisma check.
Well, I got a 6. And I'm
But
at a
you are
plus
a warlock.
5.
Yeah.
So, 11.
Also want you to reenact your famous Gary Busey Doc's entire performance of yelling at Forrest in front of the guys.
Forrest. They're unaware that that's the same person, for the record. Unless you have actually told them, they are probably discussing about how you would not believe who Forrest pissed off. You've probably heard the story 3 or 4 times now. I don't know how you feel about it, but there's definitely some crazy dude on the dock who...
I would never correct them. Such things do happen when you make bad choices. You get weird enemies, man.
Forrest was known for making bad choices.
Yeah.
Guy was basically famous for it.
Well, known for making bad choices, he did rob us, get away with thousands of gold. Just thousands. And left the city.
I mean, it wasn't really us he robbed. It was just kind of, sort of, kind of. He looted before we did.
Yes.
And everyone's like, it's kind of Jenny. She was the smart one. Okay, so... Mother June, you've spent your day proselytizing, cleaning up, that sort of thing, and mapping out entrances and exits to the slums. There's the one you know about that leads to the Red Horse District. For heaven's sake. And then there is another one that leads...
The residential...
Yeah, to a
suburbia.
Like a residential suburbia style area.
Okay, is that it? Just the 2 of them?
Mm-hmm. You and I.
There's a wall wrapping around there, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Is there?
Yeah. The slums is walled.
Mm-hmm. Unlike other,
There's other
kingdoms where...
districts. Well, there's other districts where they aren't.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking this was the outer city wall that they're next to still.
Well, yes.
Okay.
But there's also an inner wall.
Oh.
Like, they are their own district.
Yeah.
See, I never knew that. We probably would have had a lot better chance of the fire not spreading if we could have just watched the sections between the walls.
But it's got kind of a connecting gate between suburb and slum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's kind of one of those things that the city expanded, so they built new wall. And just never bothered to tear old wall down.
Okay, so suburbs actually used to be the outer part of the city.
Mm-hmm.
They used to be the slums
until they needed a quarry district that turned into a...
Basically.
Yeah, okay. Well, if I got over to the entrance, I'd at least go over into the suburban area just to figure out what kind of place it is, and...
It's kind of middle-class suburbia. There's a lot of people who, like, 2.5 kids, white picket fence, a carriage in every garage.
It's terrifying.
And it is
2.5 kids. I mean, they put Ludwig to shame.
It is kind of basic middle-class suburbia.
Okay.
With that touch of zombie from that half kid.
So, is the Red Horse Inn also middle class, or is that actually lower class?
It's kind of a upper-lower class district.
Okay.
I mean, it's a lot of
Quite
blue-collar workers.
Well-paid working class is what...
Yeah,
Red
that's
Horse.
kind of what that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because these people, do they actually have grass and lawns and stuff there? Or
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The entire area is very green. You have to remember that this is a highly druidic city.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of trees. There's a lot of green spaces.
No, I was just...
There's not a lot of garbage or,
Yeah.
like the reason the slums it was surprising that it was so dirty and gross is because the rest of the city is pretty clean, even by modern day standards.
Magic!
Okay, well, if I meet some folks over in the suburban area, I do a quick introduction, just kind of tell them that I might be visiting people in the area, but that I'm currently working on making sure that the slums gets to be a better place to live for people.
They're very supportive. They're not actually going to go help you.
But they love the idea of their neighbor not being so
idea.
trashy.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to raise our property values for us? Yeah!
Yeah, they're very for gentrification. They have no intention of helping.
Yeah.
I know the feeling.
And it's like, well, If they had that kind of opinion, it's like it's optional. And it's like
That's just kind of the feeling you get from them. There's not a lot of people who are just like, no, we're not going to help them. They don't really say that because that's a weird thing to say. That's just the
It's
feeling.
just, oh, that is so nice. That's been needing to happen. I'm
Yeah.
glad someone
Yeah,
is
I'm
finally
glad
doing
that someone's
something.
finally doing something. About time.
yeah, I
As
guess.
they go back to doing whatever it is they do.
Well, have a nice
Never
day.
helping.
I picture watering the yard.
Yeah, things of that nature.
Somehow we have magic water, but there's a drought. Their water go on anyways. Middle class
What is this,
suburbia.
California? Been a 30-year drought, and everyone's like, "Why don't you want to go to California? It's beautiful. It's a drought. They're in a drought. They don't have water. Absolutely not."
You can't say that about California. California is very big. It's different in different areas.
It's
places
garbage
you would
all the
wanna
way
fit.
down.
Yeah, man. To be fair, they just had a lot of rain, so the drought's totally over and will never be a problem again. Now they had one big rain.
If I get that kind of feeling from them, I like pull out either like a hat or a collection plate, and I throw some money in there, and it's like I've been going and talking to your
Just
neighbors.
look them dead in the eye.
No, I'm not gonna do it. It's like I'm going to your neighbors, just seeing if anybody wants to pitch in to help.
You kind of get the same treatment as a Jehovah's Witness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm just so busy.
Yeah, of people who are like just kind of mildly annoyed at you and don't want to help you and would like it if you go away and leave them to let them like continue their day without your interference.
Okay,
But they're polite about it.
Yeah, they're polite as they can be, but they don't want this.
okay. I was wondering if guilt tripping would work.
So do Jehovah's Witnesses.
Mm. And it's just like your neighbor gave. Okay.
I mean, you can certainly try, but just be aware that this is a little aggressive.
Here, let me empty my penny jar. I was annoyed by all these pennies anyway.
It's like
Here's like 2 copper.
You can do it. It just you're aware that this would be an
Here's
aggressive
the goal.
step.
Eat all copper.
okay, then I don't.
Yeah.
And it's like if I know that that's the response that I'm gonna get, that they're going to.
Your character would certainly be wise enough to know that walking into this area and like starting to shake a collection tin in people's faces is not.
You have to convert them first, and then get them to give you.
However-
would it work? Would this plan of getting money out of them work better if I came with baked goods for them to buy instead?
Yes, if you
Okay.
wanted to go the
That's
Girl
not-
Scout
that's what
cookie
happened.
route,
Yeah.
where you get like a baker to donate, and then you go and sell them to help the poor unfortunates.
The suburbanites love Girl Scouts cookies.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Say if I'm thinking it over in my head, and then it's like, okay, these people probably wouldn't like it if I went around pounding on their door asking for cash, but if I were to sell them something, then they might be willing to.
If you could like get some cuter urchins from the slums to help to hawk your products, it probably would work out pretty well too.
Now,
and much
cast
like the girls,
enhanced ability on them.
and much like Girl Scout cookies, make sure to steal all the profits.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know if the urchins are really necessary. I promise you, that is my least favorite part of buying Girl Scout cookies. Can I just deal with the parent that's also here? I'd much rather... Okay, you're trying to teach the child commerce. Whatever.
My boss just walks in and said, "Hey, time to buy Girl Scout cookies," and put the order form on the counter, and everyone just went and bought.
That is the best way. I love it. The best way to do that.
I bought a perfectly reasonable number of boxes.
You can't
Case?
prove otherwise.
26.
That sounds right.
I found
I
that
thought I was kind of
grasshoppers
nuts
are
for
just as
ordering
good.
like 10.
What?
I thought I was kind of weird for ordering like 10.
Oh, I'm ordering for a bunch of people.
Oh,
Then that's actually not all that unreasonable.
no,
Back in a fatter day, I ordered a case. Like, literally, not like in advance. Literally, I went up to a stand and asked how many they had. Just like, okay, I will buy, how many is in that box?
Mother of God.
it's like I
It's been like more than 10 years ago.
I felt bad in like high school when the
What's your
resource
favorite
teacher
cookie?
did
I
that.
don't remember the name, but they're the
I bought like 5
the
boxes
chocolate with the
at
peanut
once
butter
for like
inside.
$15. Like, I felt bad for buying
Taco?
5 boxes just to eat
Probably.
by myself.
Well, they're now $5 a piece instead of $3 a piece.
Yeah.
Times have changed.
Okay, so I come up with that plan to execute later, and then spend the rest of my time focusing on my work in the slums,
All right, cool.
and,
cool, cool.
and then go to bed after
Alright.
that.
And you're just going around morale raising, blah, da, da, da. So yeah, next day. Boom. Tuesday.
Evens, I can help people today.
What?
I also have fate manipulation powers now.
Okay.
I can add D6s. Do you have one good research in you today?
I have 2 fair researches.
Oh, I can only see the 6. I'm guessing there's a 16 there.
It's an 18 and a 16, yeah.
All right, it's Tuesday morning meeting.
Hooray.
Hooray!
That
Research.
spell slot just doesn't come back ever.
Researching the balanced blades stuff, got the lay of the land, gonna see if I can catch any of them discussing stuff. Gonna try to mark which ones are in the gang and then try to follow them elsewhere.
I mean, you've seen some of them already, sort of, at least.
There was a bunch of fog clouds and other stuff.
That got dispelled temporarily, so you would have seen
Yeah.
at least some of the ones.
Yeah, I probably at least remember like the warlock, I think, or mage that was his spelling.
Yeah, the whatever lady behind the bar.
Yeah. Less so random short sword throwing boys.
Right.
I don't know if those were lieutenants or just boys.
Well, best to go after the people who got unique abilities first.
Yeah. But that was my day yesterday and my plan for today. After I go buy a magical item.
Woohoo!
So I'll be taking the cart. Unless someone else needs it.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, speak careful.
Mm-hmm.
About halfway through your all's meeting, Hannah comes in with some books and goes and sits down and goes, "Oh, hello. I've found the accounts."
Ooh.
Neat.
And
The
that's
floor is yours.
good.
We have the
It's-
key to a box, and these are
It's
the boxes.
money.
Yeah, there we go. So that's good.
So I have the accounts. I can look through them and see how much we can get, but I think Abbott would be better suited for that.
Okay.
Okay. Abbott's been bouncing between the 2 people in there, so how are you with actual business stuff? Could you take over there for him?
I mean, yeah, of course.
Okay. We'll swap Abbott.
I'm
and
not
her.
just a pretty face. I'm an accountant.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I mostly thought you were a
Then
forger.
account for yourself.
Yeah, I am mostly a forger.
Oh, okay.
You can be good at multiple things.
True.
That's a lie. That's a myth.
You should give it a shot.
Start with one.
Mm-hmm. I feel so. I made one bad roll and it follows me forever.
Yeah, it does. It's that you've been rolling that same number every.
Let's be fair. Dice this game have not liked me.
No, you've been doing Vic numbers. Vic's been rolling better than you.
Yeah. Vic got that newfangled D&D Beyond app to roll his numbers.
Yeah, you pay enough money and you it rolls for
They
you.
weight your dice. It's the pro package privilege.
Nice.
The pro package prerogative.
So anyone else have stuff? Otherwise, do any of the lieutenants besides her have anything?
Doomsayer is working with Abbott, or not Abbott, sorry,
Anders.
Anders to get him more, to get him better trained. Abbott was working on doing the gambling stuff, which he's done with. So Abbott is relatively free, but now he's going to be working on the account ledger stuff.
Mhm.
Steve's been working with the Extordium. Jake's been doing patrolling. Spartacus is working on the underground secret room.
And Molly's been training.
Molly's been training, and
So-
she'll be done training on Friday.
A lot of that patrolling is in defense of the horse's head versus the blades, correct?
A lot of it, but he's doing full patrols for like every.
All three of them.
Yeah. Can you see, just without doing extra work, just if any of the boys happen to know, other than around the blades, if there's anyone else in there that's pulling strings other than just that gang itself?
Yeah, sure.
So ask that question around. See if we already have the information amongst ourselves before we.
Even so, a good place to also probably look is the obviously corrupt guard in that area.
See if they'll sell out the guys who bribe them for a bribe.
That's what you need in someone you bribe. Is someone who will stay bribed and won't go for the highest bidder. You know, an honest, corrupt person.
There's honorable crooks.
Well, there are honorable cooks, but are there honorable corrupt people?
Corruption's illegal. They're crooks.
I guess
Only certain kinds of corruption are illegal.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
squares are rectangles, but
The kind
rectangles
that you
aren't
get
squares.
caught doing.
Yeah.
Really, write caveats into the law for yourself. Cutouts.
It's like, is
I
that
don't feel like being suicided, so we need to stop this conversation.
Would this world, given that it's got a lot of utility magic and stuff, have something that would be in effect like a camera orb?
Yeah, probably.
Alright, something to look into. Maybe be able to incriminate people.
Or just make world harder for ourselves, higher end stuff going up actually has security cameras. But it's not. It has to be expensive because none of these low level and cheap people have them yet.
I mean, all of them have like alarms are pretty standard on most houses.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, probably just a variant
it
of alarm.
It would be reasonable that once you go higher up, there's more powerful anti-theft measures.
Yeah.
Instead of just making a noise of, oh, here's the issue, it's show you what the issue is.
But also probably people who alarm the insides of their house versus just the doors and maybe windows.
We've had some of that.
Will be an interesting thing to look at.
Mm-hmm. But otherwise, I'm good for the day. Anyone?
Mary, what you got going on?
Nothing is special. Just keeping an eye on guys. We did take over an area, making sure it's all flowing smooth.
Is Steve around for the meeting?
Yeah.
I asked him how any of the contract writing with the Extordium went.
Oh, it's under contract. You guys own it.
Okay.
Like, you're getting percentages and stuff like that.
Okay, and I guess will we get paid the same time we get everything else in?
Yep, because it makes my life easier.
Yes.
You're doing enough.
Yeah, and I guess I asked Abbott if they had enough stuff, or is there overhead we have to put in money now to make money later, or is it just going to run itself?
It's blood sports. It's not like a lot of... All the gambling that happens in there is illegal, so there's not a whole lot of backing it up. And also, there's enough income that it wouldn't really be a problem. On top of which, the only gambling they actually cover is what you gamble with the house.
Mm-hmm.
Them betting against each other, like, there's a lot of gambling that goes on that has nothing to do with the house at all.
Yeah.
And just for... Is blood sports necessarily illegal, or if we brought the Brothers of the Scale in, would all this just be legal then? If we were paying the taxes?
There's a lot of drugs and alcohol and prostitution.
Oh, okay.
It's the mixing of the vices that's the bigger issue.
Oh, okay.
So no, none of it's taxed.
Okay. just making sure that we can, bring down liability by paying taxes. But if it's all illegal, then less talking to people about it.
Yep.
I mean, if you wanted to stop doing 90% of the things that place does, yeah, you could make it legal.
Yeah, but it's hidden and squirreled away in a bad part of town for a reason.
Yeah.
So.
And how?
Aren't you stopping that?
Yeah.
But people still need their vices.
Just watch yourself.
Mm-hmm. And how is the mining stuff going? Like, did we get an inroad there where they'll pay us out, or
The quarrying.
quarrying? Yeah, not mining, quarry.
It's like mining, but the rock is what you're actually there for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what you're cooking.
Mm-hmm. And for the people.
Mm-hmm.
Just watching Adam fall into despair.
Yeah, because I didn't know if
It's the people's quarry.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
It used to be the corporate's quarry, but that wasn't very popular, so it went back to the people's quarry.
At this point, I'm guessing Austin is your target audience, because...
I imagine everyone's aware of the rock and cooking.
Yeah.
but the people's whatever that
He went from hero to heel for a while, and it was like the corporate's elbow, and it was dumb, so they switched it back.
I don't know any of that. That's Austin.
So-
is the target audience at that point.
He was a heel first, then went hero because everyone loved it so much. They tried to take him back heel because they wanted to, but then everyone's like, we don't care. Whatever he does is good.
So I presume after we get everything up and running that we'll be making millions. The millions, yeah.
Because the rock is.
Yeah, the millions.
But basically, did we get her help setting that up? And is it moving forward? And
We're trying to get an idea of how much more does Ryan need to keep spending time over there.
Or at least sending the lieutenants over there.
Yeah.
I mean, Steve and Abbott are basically done with Midori. That's fully set up and working.
Okay.
She's got a working, operable union.
Okay.
And they might go and help out with contracts or something, but that's not really a concern at this exact moment.
And we don't get a cut of that one, right?
No, we do.
We do. Yeah, that's why I'm asking. I don't know if we do it.
You do.
Okay.
And Steve is working on the extortium,
Okay. In that case.
which is currently getting that up and running.
Okay. Meaning. Yeah, okay. I'm good.
As far as what to do about the balanced blades, so it'd be nice to know who else would be important in their area.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess to the assembled, do we know much about the balanced blades leader's personality?
I believe we had Molly at least figure out who their leader was.
Yeah.
Let me look through my notes.
Did Gato work for them?
No, he worked for
No,
the
he
horse's head.
Yeah.
Oh, he was there before? Okay.
Yeah, he worked for Quentin, who got hit by a lightning bolt.
Tragic.
Tragic. Something horrible happened. Got hit by a lightning bolt. Strange. Tragic things happening.
Yeah.
You know that the leaders of the Balanced Blades name.
Yeah.
You know that they're Herringen.
Yep.
And you know that they're a little temperamental.
Okay.
Do we have a description?
The male Herringon.
Male Herringon. Okay. When they bring that up, had I seen another Herringon in there yesterday?
Not with your perception checks, you didn't.
Spider can see blobs that are people, maybe.
So he's got a short fuse or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
He gets hopping mad.
Well, we don't want to get off on the wrong foot with him then. So.
He's a real thumper.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, I'll keep an ear out for trouble. I knew there was one more. He could not take one
Also,
more.
you're in reach.
I feel like you're really splitting hairs here.
Anyways. Yeah, that seems like we might be able to get internal strife if we, plant something of his on one of the boys.
I mean, that's an idea.
Yeah.
It's like, it'd be nice to basically know who at least the most important members of his team are there and find out if we can separate them, but also to figure out who the other people in the district are.
Did I tell you his last name?
Hall.
Hall.
Yeah.
Ah, of course.
Yeah, Edward Hall.
Elwood Hall.
Oh, Elwood? I got Edward.
Yeah, I could see how those would be confused.
I have Elwood, so unless
Or Elwood Hale.
Yeah, I'm changing it to Hall because Hale was the name of the trickery cleric, and I'm not doing Hale and Hale because you guys randomly switch first names and last names. So it's Elwood Hall.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna go with. Because
Come on, it's real fun to have a lot of the same name.
yeah, I noticed that when I was looking. Is like, oh, I used a last name for a first name.
Sephiroth. Sephiroth is attack. Sephiroth.
Yeah, you just name all the characters the same thing. It makes the story super interesting.
Oh my.
I mean, it's fun naming people the same thing when it's on our side of the table. Mary and Mary and Steve.
All right.
So-
Well,
I'm good for the...
so you have an idea of getting them to have internal strife to start blaming each other. Mary, you want to help him by stealing stuff that he can plan on other people?
Or, just go over to their district and trail some of them home. Some of the lieutenants home. Like, I'll search out the lieutenants and tell you on shift over, and you can, follow them home.
No. Well. You're good at disguising yourself. Caution. Because you were involved in the mess.
I think you'll find that was Gary Busey.
Yeah, that wasn't me. That was another guy entirely.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, it's like he'd probably be more suspect because I don't.
No one ever saw me in that whole kerfuffle.
Uh,
All the fog clouds.
yeah.
And hiding under the table that one time.
No, the stupid bunny managed to hop his way through the entire event without getting spotted. It was annoying.
And you were the first out the door too, so yeah.
With the crowd.
Yeah. Oh no, there's a bar fight. The crowd runs out. There's a handgun among the crowd. Always was.
Always has been.
Alright. Well, I really want to go ahead and get a posse in order to start burning some of these people, so I'm going to try to focus on that.
Wait, what?
Well,
I'm going to need you to rephrase that where you're not catching people on fire unless you're actually catching people on fire.
Put them to the pyre.
Yeah, out of game is
Okay.
Yeah, out of
Well,
game.
we learned last time when we just start going around killing their gang members, they tend to get more paranoid and put up more roadblocks.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be doing it.
Well,
Yeah.
you had Jake do it last time, and it still caused a
No.
increase in security.
Yeah, I want to get to the point to where I'm going to try to get the locals to start beating the gang.
Oh, you're gonna go rabble rouse. Got you. I'm trying to get some torches and pitchforks.
Oh,
And-
okay. So you're going into the bounce blades to rabble rouse.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what you're doing.
More spying, trying to find out the leadership, see if I can hear anything in that secret room. And then maybe if any of the leadership leaves, trail them.
Okay, so you're going to be hiding as Kitty Cat, doing the spider thing again, looking specifically for leadership or higher ranking figures.
Yes.
Day Sleepy?
Yeah, or at least until then, and then I'll be following them around.
All right.
First part of my day, though, go buy my new sickle. Then
Okay.
do that.
Did you want help? Or should I just research?
I don't know if there's something in particular you think that.
Are you intending to do your rabble rousing using your religious persuasion as the motivation behind it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get people's loyalty in the area first, and then we'll go ahead and kick it off from there.
Okay, so I'm thinking not needing me at this point.
You
That
don't need
you
this
do.
18 and 16 for your charisma checks.
Yeah, no. Oh, you're charismaing? You do fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
So,
can work
So I will research.
okay. So arcane.
Yeah. I before I leave, I want to do something.
Okay. Go ahead though.
I was going to talk to the innkeeper or his wife and bring up the idea of doing baked goods to sell for charity, and whether if they
That would be a wife question.
okay. So I was wondering if she would be the best person for the I don't know volume that I'm looking for. Would she be able to handle that?
She just kind of looks around. I mean, you've been in her kitchen a few times, and she goes, probably baker.
No. Okay, then I'll try to wanted to spin it by you first to give you first dibs on it if you wanted it.
Well, thank you.
I do like your lemon bars. They are delicious.
She's just like turns around, like pulls out a tray of lemon bars. She goes, I was just going.
Also, I like to imagine she just pulled those out of the ovens with her bare hands.
No, you gotta let them.
Yeah, that's cool. What's wrong with you?
You,
I've never made lemon bars.
This is why my lemon bars never set. There's always some weird glippy glop thing of someone yanking one out early. All right. Now
Um,
we'll go to Adam.
so
Adam. Yeah.
portenting, arcane, 24, medicine 23.
24. So halfway through, when you're working your way through, you've solved it. Your math works out. You're done with the arcane portion of this. So I'm just going to make a note right here.
Me too.
Okay, and then, I'm sorry, your medicine was...
23.
23. So close. So close. You've got a little bit more to do. Like,
I'll get there.
you could probably passively think about it and figure it out. Like, if you... I don't know, if you were working on something else, you probably would figure it out. But unfortunately you didn't, so tomorrow you'll have to work on more. Yeah.
Or just have no day, spend another 8 hours till bedtime. Just not eat the day is like, I'm so close to getting that work groove.
Okay. So, Maribel, what you doing?
I take the cart and I head to the Magic District, to the shop I scoped out before to get me a magic sickle.
The moon sickle?
Yes.
+1?
Yep, for 250.
Correct. Okay. So that was relatively quick because you already done all the legwork, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. It's just travel time there and back. and then travel time to the balance blades.
Okay, I imagine you're not taking the cart to the balance blades.
I am not.
Okay.
So get there, get set up. Maybe just be in the back alley as a rat. Summon the spider. Have it start hiding.
Alright.
And then as a reaction to seeing it hiding, the stars have aligned to give him a better roll. So 20 plus 4, so 24.
Okay. The spider sneaks in.
Very sneaky.
Mm-hmm. Head to that back room, see what people are talking about.
Okay.
And if no one's talking, looking at the people who come in and out.
Scuttle, scuttle.
Mm-hmm.
Scuttle, scuttle.
Squish. No. It's like you're 24, not good enough today.
Alright, so I guess it would be a perception check with spider perception, which is plus 0.
Yeah, 6. Because he's not within 30 feet of me and I can't see him. The stars cannot align on that.
There are no aligning stars. So, unfortunately, they don't seem to be speaking a language you can understand.
No. Can I at least see them and make out at least the races of what's in there while looking through his eyes?
Yeah, it's looks like a couple elves and a gnome.
No. Okay. With familiar, do you know what direction it is if it gets outside that 100 feet?
Not necessarily.
Unclear.
I think you still have an empathic bond with it, so you have a general sense, I think.
It's unspecified.
Gotcha.
Though if you're watching it the whole time, you should know just because you...
Yeah, you
Kinda
were in
keep
its
him-
eyes its entire time. You're a blind rat right now.
Yes. Well, I'll
A
go.
blind and deaf rat.
I will go try to get in the gnome's clothes and just listen to what it's saying.
Okay, you're gonna need to make a disadvantage stealth check.
I want to get in his pants. As a rat. Rappers' rooms for being a thing that people want in their pants.
13. Just to get up on his clothes. Yeah, Spider has the +4.
Yeah, spider stuff +4.
He said rat in his clothes, so I was correcting him.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're the rat.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm the
he's
rat. I'm
His familiar's a spider.
Mm-hmm. My interchangeable familiar that I keep just getting to pop out.
Ah, of course.
You must learn kung fu.
So, as the spider starts to crawl, the gnome screams. It starts batting the spider off.
Spider tries to get away.
You shall see. Gnome. Oh, no. He rolled poorly. Tries to stomp on spider. So, spider double moves under the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and do a quick stealth check for spider. And see if this guy can spot him coming out.
23.
Very sneaky.
He opens the door. The spider's just gone. He's actually at the back of the door somehow, jumped up, clinging to the door.
I've known spiders that are stealthy like that.
Yeah, he's...
Believe there are some living in this home right now.
And he's looking around and can't seem to see you, and he's screaming about getting the place fumigated and keeping an eye out for fucking spiders that are trying to crawl up in his pants.
Yeah, the spider tried cop a field. Did you?
He goes and slams the door.
Well, I'll hang out in the bar area, hidden, and see what people say out there then.
Okay, go ahead and give me another perception roll.
6!
Spider, super stealthy, bad at listening.
Yep.
Spider, I got no ears, Bob.
Listen, you gotta get over 10. I can't just give you things.
Nope. You fail.
You fail, you got under a 10. I don't know what to tell you. Your spider sucks at paying attention. It did eat... Let's see here, it ate...
It goes just beyond your range for
3
instructions.
flies.
Just beyond the range of instructions and makes a web and hangs out there for a while.
Pretty much. He totally catches a couple flies and eats them. It's over there doing the dance of its people, not paying attention.
Here. Roll a 6.
Natural 20.
It's wasted. Now
Yes,
it's gone.
of
Yeah,
course.
completely wasted. Unfortunate.
Next time he comes back into a range, I'm going to have him be stealthy and go put a web, like the start of a web in front of the door at gnome height.
Okay, I'm gonna need another stealth check for him.
Just
Because it's just, there's a door that it's climbing up and like scuttling back and forth across. And whilst tiny is small, it's still,
Seeable.
yeah, it's a spider. And they were specifically told to look out for spider.
15.
Just gonna go ahead and give them a roll too. Nope, they don't see him. Spider makes douchebaggy web.
Yes, excellent.
Now,
I will transform back into a person and go have a beer and be a bar.
okay, roll a d6, and on a 5 or a 6, the gnome will walk out first.
5.
Yep, gnome gets hit with spider web in the face and begins cursing obscenely.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, your fey spider is feeling very smooth. Just you could feel empathically that this is good times are being had by all.
Oh yeah, it's just the Fae getting to play a trick like that. Oh yeah, it's into it.
Just over there laughing his little spider hands off.
Yeah, but I'll go in and after a while ask what that guy's problem was if I get in there before him. He walks into it.
Huh?
I'm going to transform back into Herringun and go into the bar and have a drink.
Yeah.
If that happens after I get in there, or...
It happens after. You witness it happen.
Okay. And I'll lean over to someone or the bartender and ask what that guy's problem is. He's obviously yelling about a spider, but...
I'm pretty sure he walked into a web.
Oh, okay.
That's gross. The only good thing about a spider is how satisfyingly they crunch when you smash them.
Mm-hmm. Basically, I'm trying to get the person to give me any more information about that gnome if they bring that up.
Well, what you asked is why is he grossed out by spider webs?
Yeah. Okay.
I, too, am grossed out by spider webs.
I mean, if you wish to be like, tell me more about this person who doesn't like spiders, you can.
Nothing weird about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could probably should find a non-weird way to ask it, but that is up to you.
Yes, I want to non-weird way, but me as person don't know how to bring up non...
I love the idea. Me as Nick, I don't know how to ask something in a non-weird way. And I like
I
that you
don't
know
know
that
how-
about yourself.
I don't know how to fish for information without being obvious that I'm fishing for information as a person.
Is he single?
I mean, what information are you trying to get?
I'm trying to see if they're just a customer or part of the staff or... part of
So, do they work here?
Yeah.
Would be the non-weird way to say that.
Oh, yeah. It's like they're causing a ruckus. Do they work here, or... Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah, no.
No? Okay.
They just run to the back room.
Oh, okay. I look at the bartender. Is she one of the people that were in the fight that day?
I don't know how much of them you saw either.
The bartender wasn't in the fight that day.
Okay.
She does not appear to be wearing a baldric.
Or, well, what did that guy do? Did he stab her? I don't
What?
remember what he did.
The guy that
who-
ran off the other way stabbed some person
Yeah.
back in the kitchen or whatever.
There was a mage who was taking cover behind a bar.
Yeah, the 14th level dude, like, stabbed.
Yeah.
Well, instead of running. Yeah.
He was
Because he
confused.
couldn't see because he was blinded
Right.
by the friggin' fog cloud.
Yes. So yeah, just with my own eyes looking through, how many people are? I believe the balance blades. Is it just showing up on their scabbards, or are they wearing a balance blade pin?
They're wearing a baldric. So the thing that holds their scabbard is a baldric with a scabbard and a sword in it.
Okay. So baldric's like a bandolier, but different. But it is the
A baldric
crossbody.
is like a bandolier that holds sword up.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's also good. Tends to be where they put like badges and stuff.
It's like a sash.
Yeah,
That
like
holds-
it's a fancy ceremonial sash.
That holds
Not
a sword.
really ceremonial. It's like a cross-shoulder belt to
Yeah.
hold up sword.
Okay.
It tends to be used for like official occasions, officious occasions.
So just looking around, like, are any of the workers wearing that, or just random people throughout the bar?
There's a lot of people who have them, and a lot of them are of similar make.
Yeah, I'm just trying to mark people now that are in the gang.
There's probably about 25 people in this bar who have baldricks that are balance blade style baldricks.
Okay. Did the gnome and the other guys have them?
Yes.
Okay. So that does seem like some place that they're having meetings. So yeah, I'll hang out for like 3 or 4 hours. Enough to get in a short rest, then head back out. What time of day is it?
At this point, so you went, so you 9, hour and a half, another hour, 9, 12, 13, so it's about,
Time to go home?
it's about 4 or 5
Mm.
in the evening by the time you're leaving there, if you stick around in there for a couple more hours. Probably 5 or 6, actually.
5 or 6. And do I see any more bounce blades go back into the secret room?
It's not a secret room.
Or the meeting room and or private room?
Yeah, there's people who go in and out of there. There's people who go in there who aren't part of the Balanced Blades.
Oh, okay.
It's a room that you can rent.
Ah, okay.
It's like a private dining room.
Okay. So it's not secret or bounce blades only.
It's
meeting.
kind of like the room that you guys have breakfast in every morning is a private dining room.
Okay.
It's just a thing you can rent.
Gotcha. Well,
Can you rent that one?
yeah, obviously.
Not obviously.
Yeah. There's people who weren't members of the gangs who were renting it.
Okay, yeah, I'll head out and send the spider downstairs to have a look around and head back home and just... Yeah, I can't check in its eyes while doing that.
You can look into its eyes from any distance.
Well, that and walk home.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No.
You're blind
Mm-hmm.
and deaf.
So,
You have sense of taste and smell, though. So
Mhm.
there's that.
And feel. That's a lot more
Yeah, you
important
can
one for
totally feel it.
navigating.
mm-hmm.
Get yourself a staff and just push it on the ground beside.
Yeah, I mean, you totes could.
Well, I'll taking a short rest. I'll stick around till 8, but I'll go back in the back alley and Cat and send him down to the basement and see if anyone comes down there.
Okay, so just hanging out by the door of the basement, like the entrance to the stairs down.
Down at the entrance,
To Goblin Town?
at the actual entrance, in case people come in, walk down the stairs and talk.
Okay, so are you at the top of the stairs or the bottom of the stairs?
Bottom of the stairs, on
Okay.
the ceiling.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. Because once again, spider moving through thing.
Well, even with that, it's still a natural 1, so...
Okay.
So, his total stealth is 3-7.
Nice. Welcome.
So you're
And,
blind and deaf while you're doing that, but you still have your
Yep,
sense of
smushed.
smell and feel. So you could turn into a star-nosed mole and kind of navigate that way.
Of course, that makes entirely too much sense.
I think the bigger thing is that your mind is paying attention over there as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I said I'd stay another 2 hours, so I'll short rest back here, try again.
Okay. Yet another one.
I'm going to summon a fly this time.
Mm.
Go in there, be hidden.
Can you summon flies as part of your familiar?
Oh yeah, I'm limited to the familiar list. That's why I can spider, not other bugs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a spider again. That's going to be 17.
Let's see. Oh,
Squish.
squish. Wait, I get to roll to see if he gets actually squished. Yep, squish.
Well, I have 2 wild shapes in me, so
How many identical spiders are you sending in?
they're all different looking.
yeah, they're different looking. I see if I can get one that's brown and colored like the floor.
I give this one a mustache.
This one has a top hat. This one looks like Gary Busey.
That's a dangerous
And
spider.
be the little flamboyant dancing spider.
Yes. Little jumping spider. Go, my spider buddy. 17 again.
Okay.
Get it down in the basement. Hang out for an hour.
Get it down in the basement. Yep, Tote sneaks in just fine.
Mm-hmm. Hang out for an hour. See if anyone comes down here and talks. If not, I head back.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would come down.
Okay.
Not this kind of night. I rolled the distance. Excuse me. Alright. We've done you. Mother June, did we do you today yet?
Well, are you taking the second half to research again, or are you doing stuff?
He
with
doesn't
your-
generally give me multiple. He just
He researches 2 subjects at once.
Oh, okay.
He already used both of his researches.
Okay, I didn't know you
I-
could spend
I-
16 hours.
I've outlined what I was planning to do today, but I haven't done it as far as I know.
Yeah.
Alright.
So
Rolls and stuff. To run.
Yeah.
rolls and stuff, and just go over what you're going to do again because you've had more time to think.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you did or did not change. On top of which, I don't 100% remember everything you said because
I'm going to wait until Saturday to talk with people about getting a bakery for whatever, getting donations and stuff.
Alright.
So that can wait. For rabble rousing, or basically going in and converting people to my religion, or become.
Oh right, yeah, you were gonna go to the Balanced Blade area and rabble rouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna convert people to my religion, and then after I've got a suitable enough force, then I can start morally proclamating about the evils of corruption in the
Okay,
guards.
so
And
you're currently trying to proselytize to the area, not necessarily rabble rouse.
yeah, I want a loyal following here first before I do that.
Get a base.
Okay, go ahead and start doing your persuasions.
All right. How many do you want?
I usually do 1 for every 2 hours.
Okay, so 4.
What I think I usually give you, and you have your little spell or whatever you feel like doing.
Yep.
So you're doing 3 seconds and a third, or
Yeah. So that would give me.
I'll give you 8 hours
That'd be.
because they're 2 hours
Yeah.
each, right?
It's 1 hour, but I can extend it to 2 hours.
Okay.
For twice. So that'd get me up to 6 hours.
Okay. So 3 enhanced, 1 regular.
Okay. Crud. So first one doesn't go well. Get 16.
You know, above average.
Yeah.
The old man thinks these are slow rolls.
22. 26.
None of these are over 30 yet. Outrageous.
And 21.
Okay. You started off a little slow, a little bit of a faux pas. They're like, you're trying to basically do crowd work, and every question you asked that you thought you knew the answer to, you found the statistic improbability of someone who's like, no, that doesn't really apply.
Just cold reading the room.
Yeah, just it's some dickhead who kept like just responding, nope, don't know what you're talking about, that's weird. So it kind of ruined your flow at the beginning, but you kind of worked around it and got through.
No, it's like sometimes you have tough nuts in the crowd.
Gotta crack those nuts open.
Yep, you gotta open their mind to the possibility.
Speaking of nut cracking, Jesus, Mary, Jesus. Okay. Yep. Just over here typing away, don't mind me. Excuse me, good lord.
You can't breathe properly.
That's the meanest thing I've ever heard you giggle about.
I mean, I think with all
That's not really why I giggled, but it was the funny way to describe the explanation because he looked at me like, explain why you're giggling, and so it was the joke.
That's so hurtful it takes my breath away.
Payback has been served.
Alright,
Oh, come on. I thought that pun would be a breath of fresh air. I mean, jokes are a living, breathing thing.
No, they're not.
Alright, clear the air. So yeah, that's what I did with my day.
Okay. Mary.
Yep.
Time. It is the end. It is time for you to wake up from your stupor or
Yeah.
whatever.
I believe we were heading to the Balanced Blade area to rob some people.
Okay, so you're going to the Balanced Blade area to rob people.
Yep. Or whether to look for other Mary. Right? That was the plan.
I'm there till 8. Do you show up at the bar before then?
I mean, you're at
Our
5, you're
bar?
at Liberty.
No, at the Balanced Blade bar. That's
Then
where I
yeah.
said to meet me.
Then yes, that's where I'm going.
Okay.
You're blind because you're currently a spider in the basement stairwell. And a cat. Or a rat. I'm forgetting which one.
I went with cats because I realized if someone saw an unconscious rat, they're more likely to stomp on it than a cat and break me out and like, why are you wild-shaped in this alley?
Yeah. That might be a weird... That might be awkward.
Nap time?
Also, unrelated, don't tell anyone I stomped on cat.
I said it was more likely for the rat. I guess you could be the weirdo who did that to a cat.
You just get broken out and just like, dude.
I was sleeping. So yeah, you're a spider in the basement. Mary, you show up at like 7 or so.
Yeah, if it's 7, then I would be.
Cool.
Yeah, so you're... Alright, who are you in the bar? Are you?
Shoot, what was the kid's name?
Macaulay Culkin?
No.
Gary Coleman?
No, we know you since you was born.
Oh.
Eric Rasprata.
Well, yeah, but what was the kid's name?
I don't think he ever gave a name. He was just a boy.
Sam.
I don't know if we were able to know his name per the curse.
No.
Yeah, he would try to say his name.
Yeah, but other people would say his name and he would say, that's not my name. His name was said a ton.
Yeah, I can't even remember, man. That's that curse at work, I guess.
Yeah.
But I look like it.
Okay.
So you're going in as like a 12-year-old boy into this bar.
Yeah.
Jeb.
Yeah, there we go.
Jab.
Of course.
Jab. Yeah.
What a weird name I've given him.
Of course.
Because it's hard to be dangerous with a name like Jeff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeb.
Then yes, are you a
Are
rat?
you like an adult version of this child, or are you like full-blown child?
To start with, we're gonna go with full-blown child.
Okay.
Is the bar of criminals really gonna give me shit?
Yeah. You come in and they're like, "Where's your mommy? Get out."
What? You got something against halflings? Racist?
I'm well aware of the difference between halfling and child.
I don't think you are.
Go ahead, do a deception check, I suppose. With disadvantage, because you look like a child, not a halfling.
You're actually
Well, that's why it's deception and not persuasion.
Because he's 12. You're way taller than a halfling would be at that age.
9 was my low roll. 12 was my high, which is actually above 10. Pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
But that gives me 9 plus 8, so 17.
Yeah, he's like, "No, get out."
Well,
You've lost my business, sir.
I guess I won't be paying any of my
What, allowance?
gold here. And I guess we'll try again.
As
Give it like 10 minutes and come back.
The same disguise?
still a child or someone else?
Do you get a fake mustache?
I'm so tempted to come back as the same kid, but with really obviously fake hair. Hello, my good sir. I'm here for,
Other adults?
Hello, my fellow adults.
No, just really good facial hair, but just a completely different color than the head hair. Like, just a big flaming orange beard, they tongue on it. It's on there, but... No, because yours is illusion.
Yeah.
Yes, it's an illusion. It's not actually.
So it would
No, I'll come in as like an actual gnome. Like, we're not in the slum district, right?
No.
The freaking gnome from the kitchen.
Steve Buscemi?
No, the guy.
No, he's doing one of your characters, not one of
okay.
not a celebrity.
Yeah.
the guy who likes uneven strolls.
Yeah, that guy.
Listen, I can't
That
do that
weirdo.
voice right now.
That weirdo.
Okay.
Don't worry, you don't have to. He's just looking like him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
In fact, he has to do that voice. Go.
I literally don't.
You must do the rules!
Don't. Literally, the dude had to use Gollum juice.
Yes, but this is
Don't.
Yeah, I go in as them then, and I look for the Herringon that I'm here for,
Okay.
presuming they're there.
Perception check.
15.
You do not see that herring gun.
Does he see a different herring gun?
No.
Oh.
Not as many of you guys in this city as you'd think.
Well, I assumed when he said didn't see that herring gun, he was talking about me.
Yes.
Well, he doesn't see you either.
Yes, I was saying the other one, the boss.
No.
But he's not there either.
Well, then I guess I just have a seat,
And you drink in this bar.
and I drink in this bar.
Yeah, and you wander off home.
Because we suck at communication.
Hey, you said to show up. I showed up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so you are doing research right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you left your spider downstairs.
Yeah. He disappears after like 3 hours.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, there's no way that you would have seen
No.
disguised as someone that you've never met.
Exactly. Just 2 ships passing in the night.
Yep. Just aces. Such a good time. Okay. Is there any specific piece of information you're trying to get, or are you just chilling?
I'm just hanging out, yeah.
Okay. Day passes.
Hell, now, make it spreading rumors. You hear about that shit that went down with that Forrest kid? I swear we couldn't be anywhere near them
ruining
docks.
that man's name.
I swear them docks was a mess that day.
He ran.
And yes, that is literally the goal. He can never come back here. And it's like, he comes back home, he's going to have one friend, he goes, Forrest, what are you doing? Oh, I thought it was, you got to leave, man. There's a guy out here.
That's a hard pass. You gotta go.
You got to go. Somebody's going to rat, and they're going to come for you.
He's still mad.
He's still talking about it.
Okay.
I suppose I should. I should take a night out and just go back to the docks and holler about Forrest again.
Where are you at, Forrest?
Where are you at? I heard you was here.
Poor guy.
Just start a real urban legend about it.
You could still hear him bitching to this day. Okay,
you
so
could show up in a ghostly form with your ability, right?
so
Yeah, it's illusion. So
Wednesday morning meeting.
Oh.
Ask the lieutenants if they have any new business, or just keeping on.
For heaven's sake.
Or did Abbott figure something out about the...
Abbott is still working on the accounts. He doesn't have how much you guys could get away with skimming without anyone noticing. Let's see here. Jake was patrolling. Steve was... Oh, I need to roll for that. Steve was doing great. Good work. Absolutely great. He's got the Estordium relatively buttoned up for like contracts and things of that nature, what you'll be making and how much everyone's getting paid, and in general how much everything will cost, and how absolutely screwed you all are if it gets raided. So you need to make sure, and like he went and got the bribes settled for that.
Okay.
So it's already part of what's going to be coming out of the profits that you make is the bribes to the captain. Steve's done with that. Spartacus's secret room that was started on Sunday. This is Wednesday, so he's not done with that. Hannah was helping.
Money the finance for the custodian.
Yeah, Hannah was helping with that. So, Doomsayer was just training Anders.
Molly's still training.
Yeah, Molly's still training until Friday.
And Jake's just doing his job.
Yeah, Jake's patrolling, so you've got
Did anyone know anything about...
Oh, right, he was supposed to be checking with the boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was rumors that the boss of the Blades doesn't go into he's not out much. Like, he's in a centralized, relatively confined, or not confined, but like secure, hidden location somewhere in the sewers, and that usually the people messages are passed to him from others, but he doesn't really come out of hiding much.
Oh, okay.
And there's rumors that he is working with someone down there.
Okay, I have new plans for the day. But, given that, I do bring up to Jake, given that we have a new area, we burned that down. I was going to ask about...
Oh no, we burned that down.
I was going to say, could we make a base out of freaking... What's his name's old house? But we did indeed burn that down.
Yeah.
No, they started that fire. I mean, we were all there.
That burned down.
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
start the fire. It was always
Unrelated
burning
to any actions,
since the world's been
it
turning.
burned down.
Yes.
I mean,
But-
hey, they were flinging fireballs around, and someone's going to burn
Yeah,
it.
fireballs occurred.
Yes.
Yeah.
Given that we have a new area, can we support more boys in doing recruiting from the slums? Or are we currently
Yeah.
at gang limit?
No, you can recruit more boys.
Jake, start recruiting more boys in the slums.
Mhm.
And I guess organize them under the Warlock. So, a second Gustav.
Yeah.
Not Gustav, who's our...
Numbnuts.
Numbnuts, yeah.
Klaus.
Klaus.
Yeah, and it's like, as far as regional people go, it's like Klaus is basically always in the,
Horse's Head, yeah.
Yeah, Horse's Head, and our Warlock buddy can be in the slums.
And they can each run their own place.
How's it
Okay.
looking over there?
So Jake's to grow the gang.
Well, we've started work on getting it cleaned up with getting businesses operating and cracking any ne'er-do-wells heads should probably get things and people running better. Get more money moving into the area as well.
That can help stuff.
So Steve is currently at Liberty. He doesn't have anything assigned to him.
Steve is?
Yeah,
Okay.
because he's got the extortion buttoned up. He's gotten the bribes and all that stuff settled. So Steve is currently not working on anything.
I don't know. Could Steve research the guard in the balanced blade area to figure out their hierarchy?
Well, it's the same hierarchy. You want him to research the names?
Yeah, like the individuals. Or at least in that area, so we can... And if it's public record where they live and stuff. Because I figure looking into law enforcement's a lawyer's job. I don't know.
Well, I'd imagine if
Yeah, he can do research and stuff like that. It's just
It's not specifically him, but I mean,
He's
it's
at-
the kind of thing that the low violence side of things is tends to be the kind of thing that he can do.
say if we're talking about the guards and the balanced blades, maybe have Steve figure out a way that we could nail them if we could get some evidence of their corruption.
so. You want him to look into guards members, or do you want him to look into corruption laws and like things that would get the guards in trouble?
We can do the looking, have Molly do that when she's done, if we don't have her on something else. So, corruption laws, and who we can bring it to them outside their own hierarchy.
Yeah, have Steve figure out a way that we could get the corrupt guards in trouble in case we want to get them out of the way.
And higher courts
Mm-hmm.
and or
I don't know. Can we tell the elephant on them? But I'm guessing they're like the same level.
No, he's in our home district. He's
Yeah.
not. I don't think that he would probably venture outside to
Yeah.
deal with the other guards. Maybe they.
I mean, the most he might do is let us know. Okay, hey, you run things a tight ship. Other areas we hang out in don't. Who do we report that to? Because we need more people like you. We don't want more people like him, by the way. Just saying.
No, we want corrupt guards, but we want our corrupt guards. Like the slums. We seem to have slid in there and made the right bribes to the right people.
yes, they were not emotionally invested in who was paying them.
Yep. Weekly paycheck still comes in on time. The trains run, the mail's delivered. Who cares?
Yeah. Trains are running on time. They barely notice, except for the whole burning half the place down. But you promptly blame that on the people who are dead and can't disagree with you. So.
And we came out and
We were the ones that were there putting out the fire.
in the name of Renette, the Hearth Goddess.
Mm-hmm.
These fires have nothing to do with each other.
Unrelated fires.
Mm-hmm.
Tragic.
No.
Tragically unrelated. So yeah.
Hers
Okay.
are in control, not out of control.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Lieutenant's set up.
So what did you guys get up to yesterday?
I
No, no.
showed up at the bar, but the place was empty.
Oh, yeah. Forgot I said that. Totally missed you then.
Turns out people are still looking for Forrest, though, so that's kind of cool.
Why are they looking for Forrest?
Apparently, the crazy guy down at the dock is kind of like a local legend.
Because we don't know it either.
That you?
No, we don't know that either.
Yeah, you don't know that either.
I'm trying to think if I do, because I feel like I do. Because I feel like we had talks.
Either way, I'd deny it. And I'd say, and I was like, yeah, so still, apparently that guy's still out there going out doing it, I guess. I don't know.
But, well, we got some new info about that the boss might actually be a sewer dweller, so you guys can
So-
work on that.
Yeah. I go back, get my cartography kit out. Yeah, gonna go map another sewer. This time as a rat.
How are you going to draw a map as a rat?
Well, I'm going to go through areas and then draw the map afterwards.
Question to Spartacus real quick. Would he have any experience in getting people jobs? If I wanted to essentially
He's
get...
hired a number of people.
No, I'm talking about if I want to get like people in the slums in order to get a bit more cash flowing through there, if he would be able to... Is there any way to give them like job placement?
I believe they're gonna go work at the quarry.
Oh, okay.
That's-
That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, from talking to Abbott and Steve, like, how fast is the quarry going to get back up and running? Or is that going to be, like, sometime years in the future?
oh no, we've got contracts.
Oh.
Yeah, if
That-
if we
I
screw
don't
things
know
up with
what
them,
What do you think I do?
I thought you were, like,
Here.
setting up the union and all of its legal stuff and all that. I
Yes.
didn't know we had already
I
gone
did
and
that, and then
broke the...
Abbott went and gotten their financials taken care of, and then I went and got them their contract. Like, I spent a week there.
we screwed up the things with the quarry of whatever mages had taken over, and at that point, obviously something's going to move on quickly. They still need stone.
Yeah, but theoretically, those stone mages still were existing and going to job.
Yeah,
even if they're
yeah,
later.
they existed, but their contract sucked.
Oh,
Not for them, for the quarry.
okay.
They were very expensive.
Oh. So,
Yeah.
what was keep...
Bailey Mont?
Yeah, I guess he was just coming in
Yeah.
and stopping...
I don't know if you knew that there was a huge gang in there
Yeah.
that was depressing the area and stopping them from forming.
We stopped that.
Okay.
We
Okay.
spent ages on that.
Where have you been?
Does the contract allow her to consume this much what, drugs, alcohol, whatever? We might need to tighten that up. You're
I'm
getting
gonna
a
go
little
live...
sloppy.
I'm gonna go live in the
Steve has a
sewers.
piece of paper like, you want to sign this?
Off to the sewers. I'll bite you. I can turn into big things now, too.
Okay, and so messing around. I'm still trying to build up loyalists over in their area. What you've been up to?
I'm working on enabling myself to be able to traverse publicly without
Undo
Richter's failings catching up with us.
Oh,
Did you ever know what he did at the college?
the college?
Oh. Yes, he shouldn't be seen around there. And might have confronted guards face to face.
I don't know. What did Doomslayer do to the college when he left?
I took a shit on a desk, amongst other things. But primarily, just putting poop places it doesn't belong.
Poop doesn't belong most places.
You know, that was their opinion.
Alright. Well, I'm going to
But I
continue
didn't kill anyone.
Look over at
I know, right? That's why I'm having to work on this. Again, Wolfgang's taking over the meetings.
Yeah, Doomsday.
Richter is only in the lab at this point.
Like, he's the most relaxed person on the planet as these meetings. Like, he's drinking his tea and just kind of like slipper dangling off foot, very rarely properly. Like, this is his morning. He gets dressed before he goes to work, but this doesn't count as that time. This is him having breakfast.
Yeah.
He refuses breakfast meetings. He just is here for breakfast, and occasionally you tell him to do things.
Yeah. Did the rumors reach him that...
Yeah, he knows people who live and work in that district.
I didn't get the oldest lady on campus.
Well, I mean, there was a murder in the library, and then shenanigans ensued. He heard about it.
Yes.
And then the immediate following day is when I was just gone for a day or two, and then all of a sudden it was Wolfgang that started showing up.
Yeah. And at this point, him being a clever fellow...
Mm-hmm.
And also, there were guards that just saw Richter, so there was
Yeah.
some level of visual explanation. And Richter wasn't exactly, like, not standing out.
Let's be fair. You also signed your name on paperwork that the guard had.
Probably. I don't
Yeah.
know.
You were filling it out for the library card.
No idea.
Either way, is there anything else that you guys want your lieutenants to do, or are you good?
I'm trying to think. I kind of want Hammerstein to come with me.
You can.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of want Hammerstein to come with me. As far as what I was going to have him do, I was trying to think of whether or not it would be better for him, since he's part of social intelligence gathering, to either, like, locate people for me to proselytize to, or spread rumors of some sort, but I'm not sure.
He could do either of those things.
Yeah.
Just the violence is getting worse with the balanced blades in the area.
Yeah, what rumors would you have him spread? Because there's a juicy one about some guy named Forrest.
I'll have to think on it as far as what rumor to spread, but I think he could definitely help me in finding maximizing the amount of people that I can expose myself to.
Okay, so is that what you want him to do? Is find people for you to expose yourself to?
Yeah, and so
He's just gonna dig out some people that you could expose yourself to who might appreciate it.
yeah, I got to show him the light.
So
Okay,
that's
we're
what you
going
call
to
it.
make it functionally giving you a help action, so that you don't have to use spells for your advantage.
Okay, that sounds good.
But he can't do that and spread rumors. You gotta pick one.
I'll do that one because I still haven't formulated.
Ryan doesn't know what rumors to spread yet, so
Yeah.
that one's gonna have to wait.
I still say, if you're trying to rebel rouse later, get the rumor mill started early, that the blades is getting more violence with the public.
Yeah, but he has to just let Ryan consider things before he does them.
Sure.
Ryan wants to think about what all the consequences to something are before he does it.
Nah, man.
Okay.
Consequences are just... You don't need to worry
So
about it.
we'll get back to you.
Just
Mhm.
do
But
it.
let's.
I
You
just
only
need a
have
medicine.
one. Yeah, you only have one thing to research.
Unless you want to double check your account.
No. Some medicine, wisdom. Another portenting for 23.
You needed 5, so
Got a 23.
yeah, you figured
Yeah.
it out. You now have the medical research and the arcane research necessary to make permanent alterations to willing subjects that are alive. It requires 250 gold worth of crushed ruby dust, or 600 gold worth of pearls, non-crushed.
Is finding rubies difficult?
No,
Why is there an alternative cost?
because it's entirely possible that he doesn't have access to rubies, but he does have access to pearls.
Huh.
There's an alternative cost because there is options for the spell.
Okay.
Do I feel like it's going to end result differently?
No, it will be the exact
Okay.
same result. You just know that there's two different
And how
ones.
long does whatever that...
It is a 8-hour ritual,
Okay.
and it can only be performed on one person once a year.
A year-long cooldown per person.
Per person, yeah. Otherwise, it can lead to
Abusability.
unpleasant results.
So you could do it as long as you want to roll the consequences.
And it is a utility.
Okay.
I don't know if you weren't,
It's a fully researched spell that you have. It's a ritual spell. Or, if for some reason you want to cast it, it's level... it's a level 3 spell.
But it's
a
still
level-
8 hours regardless?
Yeah, it's 8
So-
hours, level 3
Or I guess,
ritual.
what is it? 8 hours and
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Also, you have a fully researched cosmetic spell that you could patent and sell.
That's true.
Just charge people. I can make you pretty for money.
You have a spell that you can put up for peer review. It's a utility spell. It can be peer reviewed, and you can charge for its printing.
I could also black market alter your face.
Yes.
Someone looking for you? Come.
Yes, you also could do that. That would be a very illegal way to finance that spell that is a unregistered, unpeer-reviewed spell.
It's a lot harder to track where the criminals got their faces changed when the spell that does it isn't registered.
Yes. And it's a lot easier to hide what requirements are for the spell when it's pearls or rubies. But it does have to be all pearls or all rubies.
Yeah.
There's no mixing and matching. And it allows alterations to physical appearance, but not true race change.
Okay.
So it's a permanent physical alteration. It is not discernible by detect magic.
Well, is it all the same requirements as Alter Self, like the 1 foot difference and all that?
No.
No?
You can change your height to anything you would like.
17 feet.
You can change your...
Within the range of that species.
Yeah, to whatever species you want. If
Yeah.
you want to appear to be a frost giant, you can appear to be a frost giant. You gain no stat bonuses.
Oh. You can do a lot more than I thought.
I'm gonna... Okay, so for this process, I'm going to remove your shin bones completely. We're gonna make you a gnome. Except you won't have all the talk to burrowing animals or whatever the crap gnomes get.
Yeah, you don't get any of that. You are still your race. You just look different.
Oh god, that would be so surprising in combat if some people just start pulling out racial abilities that aren't from that what they
So what
look
we
like.
do,
Yes, but
Marriage.
once again,
We're gonna
you're
make you
stuck there
tall.
for a year.
we're gonna make you tall, we're gonna make... You're still gonna have all your fairy stuff.
If you
That's-
remove physical things like wings,
Okay.
you can't fly, you don't have wings.
So,
if you
we're
take
gonna make you...
a centaur and remove their legs, they're no longer a quadruped. They don't get that ability.
So, what we're gonna do
But
is we're gonna make
they
you
retain
the
the ability to
make
ride
you a
other
fire
centaurs.
giant, and we'll give you wings so you can still fly.
Well, the more amusing thing is that if they were, say, an artificer who did this and had the armor thing that can replace missing limbs, they can centaur when they want a centaur and not centaur when they don't want a centaur.
Give me back my bottom half. Thanks, armor. You're a bro.
I don't know.
There's weird things you can do with this. I've been thinking about it, but yes. But once again, year cooldown.
1 year per...
Yeah, no, that is... now I'm just
Chance
thinking of
of willing.
you turning in
Yeah,
being of the
it
fairy.
does have to be willing.
And going,
And alive.
say, giant with elk horns and stuff, still having that fly speed with little tiny baby wings.
They'd have to be sized up.
Oh, okay. And I'm guessing, along with the no racials of that, even if you gave something wings, they wouldn't be functional to fly.
Yeah, they'd be non-functional if they didn't have wings originally.
Okay. Because all this extra stuff is clay flesh that's not real.
Yeah.
Because flesh is clay.
Yeah, it's all putty.
It's putty.
Mm-hmm.
I'll putty you.
So being ritual, is it something that I can just do on myself?
Yes.
Okay.
With money.
Yeah.
Alternatively, for 150 gold, you can teach it to me. And then I can do it.
Oh god, just printing press.
It is a utility ritual spell, but it's yours. It's written in your spell book in your hand, and he can't steal it from you, for the
No.
record.
That's not something you can do anyway. I have to be taught the spells.
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
theoretically, if I had access to his book, I would eventually be able to work it out if I could code break it.
Theoretically.
Yeah, but that's a lot of, neither here nor
And,
there.
and rituals aren't level capped, right?
Hmm?
You could learn a third level ritual, right?
You can cast third level spells.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? That's what level we're at.
Yeah.
So yes, you have the ability, you have the knowledge, and that only took 8 hours for you to do because it was the last bit of your research. So you do have another 8 hours of time that you could use.
Might as well do it right away, right?
No, now is the time we must be most cautious.
Go right in.
I still don't have those materials handy.
Immediately experiment on yourself.
Go ask freaking,
Well, I mean,
Spartacus.
how hard and
I
fast?
also don't have the money for it.
How hard and fast is the pearls roll? I'm sure if you just threw in some scallops, that would count.
Well, so what was the price?
250
For
in ruby.
For ruby, 600 for pearls.
yeah, in case you get, random thieves like, okay, I saved up, I have all these pearls I've stolen, plus some more.
Well, it's also, depending on what we do with it, clearing the city of all the rubies is a little suspicious.
True.
And it's a utility spell, which means that utility spells, which you guys really don't know because you don't research it, usually have 2 to 3 different items that you can use in them.
Yeah.
With different costs associated with them.
So that's why some of the utility versions of, like, Alarm use a lesser cost? Oh, okay.
World building. It's
Yes.
fun, isn't it?
Yeah. It was one of the harder things not to scream at people when they were going, that doesn't make sense, that's so expensive. It's like, it's not as expensive as you think it is.
It's not expensive when I magically make it not expensive in this specific circumstance.
Yeah.
This circumstance being the entire
World.
world.
Yeah, the way this world is built. Utility magic is a big thing, so, yeah.
Yeah.
You get to benefit from it as much as you have to deal with it.
Otherwise, yeah, I will spend just relaxing here, tidy up notes, do that kind of.
Like, go through and, like, clear out all of your scratch marks and, like, rewrite it nice.
Yeah, probably rewrite it. And
nice and formatted.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's his 8 hours.
Yep, that's his 8 hours. Let's do Mother June since we got rolls for you, too.
Yep. So 24, 18, 18, and 23.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, you have a bit more successful time, and as you're going, Hammerstein, like, sometimes is with you, agreeing with you, sometimes is playing an easily defeated devil's advocate, a straw man in the crowd. He's playing his role pretty adeptly. You're relatively impressed with him, and has helped you secure more people coming to the church service.
Nice.
Though You don't know the exact numbers yet.
Alrighty. Yeah, say after the day with him, after we get back towards our own territory, I'll talk with him.
What would you like to say?
As far as like the idea of him starting a rumor mill, I just wanted to bounce it off of him. I'm thinking we might want to do something along the lines of trying to convince the people of the area that the balanced blades and the corrupt guards that will do nothing to help an average person when it comes to that the balanced blades are going to actually start making their lives more dangerous to live where they are. I want to kind of give them the idea that their situation is going to become more desperate in the near future.
Okay.
And does Hammerstein think that's a good play?
Yeah, what's he think about that?
It's a good play, but we have to make it stick. So we have to go and start causing the people
False flag attack?
more hardships because of it.
Yeah, and it's like I'm thinking about getting some of the people we might have converted today to maybe do some play acting.
To be fair, you're still unsure as how many people you converted, and you won't really know that until your church service.
Right. I'm just talking about like plans for the future that we might be able to convince them that.
Not to second guess you, but it seems to me that a much easier thing than convincing people who we've just met to lie for us is to make situations in which case they just have to be honest.
Grab some, break the balance blades and actually equip our boys like that and send them over and make life's trouble. Except not the boys we usually have patrolling. Some of the new slum boys.
Okay.
You hear from the distance.
You, being an intelligent character, may have these thoughts.
Maybe.
Okay, I can totally get with that plan. I'm going to go and find tomorrow. I'm going to go and try to make sure that I start collecting a set of targets. People who either don't like the church or me personally.
Okay. And
Mine's fast, it's just rolls.
you're going to the source?
Yes.
It's not fast.
Oh.
Which is where we'll pick up next time. Like, comment, subscribe, stick around, check out all the content on the channel. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry I've been coughing my poor lungs out. But come back and join us next time where hopefully
You learn
I
to breathe.
can breathe.
Bye.
Bye.